What's going on, guys? So I am out here at the Jayco homecoming event. This is essentially an event where their 2026 models are debuted, so dealerships and journalists can come take a look at them to see what they're all about. In front of me in front of me is something that is really cool. First of all, the bold color of this really cool Precept is awesome. This is a Class A. It's a gas-powered motorhome, but they've done so many things right in terms of the interior and what it's capable of. And it even blends some features that you would normally only see in a Class C. I'm not saying anything here is groundbreakingly different, but they've done a lot of cool things with this motorhome, and I want to let you see what it's all about. Hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, so it is getting really loud because they're serving breakfast on the other side of this wall right here. So this is the 34G, again, Jayco Precept. This is a really, really good looking gas motorhome. I'm traditionally not a huge fan of gas motorhomes, but I think they've executed well with this unit. And this is gonna have the Ford 7.3 liter V8 engine in it. It's, for most people, more than enough to be able to handle what these things need to go through, and I think going up mountain passes and all that, most people have been pretty satisfied with their experience. However, if you're going to be towing something really heavy and you want the most power, get a diesel pusher. That said, I love the look. I love the bold colors. I love how they've designed this. It's a lot different than you traditionally saw in the past with all the swoops and swirls. But you got a lot of storage around the outside of it. Motion lights, you got to move a little bit to kick on. I love the fact that we have 22.5-inch Alcoa wheels here as well. Actual Alcoa brand Michelin tires. So this is riding on a bit of a larger platform than a lot of your Class C gas motorhomes. Traditionally, you're going to see a 19.5-inch wheel, but this right here has the same size wheel and tire setup as this huge Seneca next to it, which is a Super C. So that gives it just an entirely different look. It gives it a really bold, kind of diesel pusher look overall. And when we look at the front of it, you can see it also has kind of a different look to it. They've given you a real diesel pusher feel to this Class A, which is something you traditionally don't see. From a tire wheel perspective, you know, if they bumped these out like another 3 inches so they sat closer to the edge, a lot of people would probably mistake this for a diesel pusher. And then on the driver's side, you have more storage. You have your Cummins Onan 5500 watt generator. More storage, all with motion lights. Nice thick baggage doors. Your water connection panel over here. Access to your pull levers. And then more storage and your power cord reel as well, plus your on-demand water heating system. And then the back also looks really, really nice. Nice fiberglass cap, LED lights. Has a tow capacity of 5,000 pounds and a hitch weight capacity of 500 pounds. Has your camera already integrated up top. It's a beautiful, beautiful design overall. That said, let's take a look inside of this 34G and see what it's all about. So this is one of their top selling floor plans. You have a lot of your controls right here, your Xantrax, that's going to be your solar charge controller. All of your lights and stuff can turn on from here as well. Main power, as well as your awning controls. And as we step inside of here, you'll see this is a really beautiful interior. The colors, the tones have definitely gotten a lot lighter. I love the accent lighting that they've put around. It feels modern, it feels nice and bright, and it feels like a really comfortable place to be. So you have your theater seating here, which recline. You have a love seat right here, which turns into a bed, a televator behind the TV, all solid surface countertops, real tile over there, which we'll take a look at some of that stuff here in a second, booth style dinette, which can also turn into another sleeping area. And then up front in the cockpit area, again, it has a very, very modern feel to it. You still get your transmission hump, which isn't overtly huge. It's actually, it feels, again, very diesel pusher. You have your equalizer leveling system over here as well. Now, whenever I compare a Class A to like a Super C, one thing I want people to keep in mind, a Class A gas that is, some of the diesels are the same way. But yes, you are sitting really close to the windshield, right? If I'm over here, you're real close to the windshield, but you still have about 3.5 to 4 feet before you actually are looking over the front. On a lot of Super Cs, the windshield is actually about halfway to that point. So everything over the windshield, you probably have another 4 feet. So it's probably only about 2.5, maybe 3 feet longer overall than a Class A like this. So just something to keep in mind. You still are sitting a little ways back from the actual front of your motorhome with a Class A. But with a Class C, a Super C at least, you're not sitting terribly far, and the slope of the hood gives you a lot of visibility over the front as well. I only say that because as I review Super Cs, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. Now, one thing I like about this, and this is an area where it kind of gives you a bit of a Class C, is the fact that you have this really cool bunk that is on this system right here that allows you to lower or raise it, and you can sleep people up here. So that's really nice. So this gives you bunk accommodations even though it's a Class A. Now, this is not brand new or game-changingly different. This is something that's been around for a while, but it's nice to know that if you want a Class A that's not specifically a bunkhouse unit, you can get it without having to get a dedicated bunkhouse floor plan. And then you got the new Lippert windows in here as well. They don't have those huge ugly valances that you see on most RVs. It gives you a shade as well as a blackout blind. You got a little panoramic gray stone fireplace. You have some storage up here also. And it's pretty deep. It's probably about 8 inches deep. Right here you have solid surface countertops. More cabinetry up top. You're going to have a, is this a convection microwave? Nope, that is a standard residential microwave from Hot Point. You have a 3-burner gas stove oven combination. Then you have more drawers and cabinets on the bottom. And they are soft closing. The cabinets are too. That's really nice. It is a single basin stainless steel sink. And then again, that's real tile. Okay, stepping back, you have your GE refrigerator. And this is a French door refrigerator. Nice full residential. Next to it, you'll probably have a washer-dryer combo. You do. So this is an automatic washer and vented dryer. Nice drawer underneath it as well. And an even bigger drawer underneath that one. All right, taking a look in the bathroom. It is a good-sized bathroom. You have really nice storage, nice medicine cabinets, mirrors up there as well. This is a porcelain foot flush toilet, which is very nice. Thermofoil countertop, undermount stainless steel sink. It's not huge, but it's not small. I mean, look at the basin down here. It's actually a pretty dang good size. I'm impressed with the size of this shower, and stepping inside of it, you could be probably upwards of about 6'3" to 6'5" and comfortably take a shower in here. Would have been cool if they put an arm right here to be able to adjust the height of your sprayer, but this is not a bad shower and it's not a bad bathroom because you got plenty of room in front of the toilet. You got a lot of mirrors. They've just done a really effective job in here. That's a great bathroom setup. And you can just close this door by sliding it shut, which is also nice. Stepping into the back, first of all, you have your controls right here, which you can also connect through with your phone, so you can control all of this from your smartphone. Then you have a king-size bed. Wireless charging, nice nightstands on the side. I love the fact that getting on and off of the bed would be a breeze because you can walk right up to the end here. And I demonstrate this more now because I see the importance of being able to have a lot of maneuverability whenever you're walking through and around the bed. And I demonstrate this a lot more now because I can really understand the importance of being able to maneuver around the bed. On this side, you have a nice closet storage with a hanging rod in there. Smart TV already mounted in place. Thermofoil, but nice little ledge right there. That can be thermofoil because, quite frankly, you shouldn't really be putting anything there that could damage that. Nice big window right there, which also doubles as... Nope, that's your emergency exit right there. And this is just a large window that you can push out, though, if you want to get some cross ventilation inside of here. More storage, and then you have an emergency escape ladder. It's one of those telescoping ladders. Well, what do you guys think? This is a really nice floor plan. I'm going to be honest with you. I really like what they've done, not just on the inside, but also the outside. I love the 22.5-inch Alcoas. I love the paint scheme. I love the bold front end to it. And it just really gives it a much different look and feel than you traditionally see with a Class A gas motorhome. But again, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Drop a comment below. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.